Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I think your timing is pretty good right now. We're about to get into something that I would imagine, knowing from my own experience in this space, this could be life-changing for many people. A group of friends, let's start with them. They had just starting point, a mutual love for trail running. They started an initiative to give promising athletes from the Cape Flats and surrounding areas access to races to grow their passion for trail running, to grow themselves as people. The Flats2Mountains initiative was started in 2018, and to tell us a bit more about it, we are now joined by founder and accomplished trail runner himself, Ashraf Ori, Clint Morris, and Ultra Trail Cape Town's event manager, Sue Ariet. Guys, welcome to it. Thank you, first of all, so much for doing what you do. I don't know, when you're so close to something, I know the validation must come on a daily basis, but from someone looking in from the outside, it's awesome to see people not just identifying something to be done, but actually getting up and doing it. Maybe that's where we should start. What prompted you to make the move from just being a runner to saying, okay, actually this could do something?
Yeah, we found that, we were very privileged to be running on the mountains and especially on the trails. I mean, most of us, I have a road running background, and
we don't discriminate.
And we were approached by some of the road runners, the elite runners, or some guys who couldn't afford to run on the trails. Now, trails has become expensive because of sand parks, levies, and logistics. And it's not that the events organizers makes money, it's just that it costs so much money to run an event. And we were approached by some youngsters, can't we arrange entries, can't we enter them? Then from entering them, we approached UTCT, which Stu McConney, he just got back from Mont Blanc last night, so he couldn't make it, and Sue is a very capable stand-in. And we approached UTCT for some discounted entries, and then they automatically came to the party. They offered us 15 free entries, 20 free entries if we had the runners, and we took them up on it. Then it was the selection criteria when how we had to start. So it was a buddy and myself, Shabir and myself, Dr. Shabir, and a group of friends. We had to finance this thing because the kids never had trail gear. They never had access to resources to get to the mountains. They never had money to have breakfast before they go for a run.
All the stuff we take for granted.
Yeah, so all the stuff that we just open our cupboards, something to eat before we go run. Some of these guys is nothing.
Yeah.
Then we put our package deal together, and this is basically how Flats2Mountains started, with a couple of guys that we thought, okay, it'd be a great idea to give them an opportunity to run the most prestigious trail race in Cape Town, not maybe in South Africa. And from there's history. And so this year, we want to offer we don't want to grow the numbers. We just want to give 20 or 30 athletes a ultimate experience.
The real opportunity.
And with our training runs also, with all this crime happening in South Africa, and with especially the women, our weekly trail runs, we want to invite all women to come run with us and give them a safe environment to run in.
There's levels of empowerment here. It seems like a no-brainer to partner with something like this, but from Ultra's side, Ultra Trail Cape Town, probably one of the most valued, sought after, awesome events out there. What was the motivation because I'm sure you get a lot of people petitioning for this kind of thing. There is an opportunity to be involved. Why this particular initiative?
You know what, we're always looking for opportunities to get involved with communities and to take trail to the communities. And as Ashraf said, it's trail running is expensive. And a lot of the guys that they've given a chance to run would never have entered Ultra Trail Cape Town. They just wouldn't have had the chance. So for us, they get to come run with us. They run with some of the best runners in the world because it's part of the Ultra Trail World Tour. So they get to rub shoulders with elite runners. They get to compete against them. And they
In
get
some
to
cases,
experience-
beat them.
Well,
If you look at the
yes,
21K,
yes.
Severe and
Yeah.
Zombie.
Everywhere. He was, I mean, that's a brilliant story. They gave him an entry. He won the 21, and
like a treat.
it's absolutely, yeah, it's launched his trail running career. And for us, that's, it's not only about finding winners, it's just about getting people out on the trail. And then I think, as you say, it was a no-brainer to get involved.
Well done for doing that. It's going to reap its rewards because we're broadening that community. And I think you would understand, Clint, the community of running is a big part of it.
Absolutely.
Trail running is a weird thing because you're out there on your own, but you're a part of a team where you're constantly weighing up, measuring yourself against other people, some of the best in the world. We know that we have here in South Africa, never mind this intense field coming through. But what do you think from someone who runs, who experiences this, what do you get out of trail running? What is it that makes it such a powerful grower of the human spirit? I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think, every runner has a different story. For me, it's simple. It's going into this silent sort of space where it's very much a sanctuary and it's sort of a haven where you have time to your own thoughts, you have time to reflect on certain things in your life because it's just you and this pipe track or this, this mountain that you need to get through. And as you accomplish certain goals within a trail run, you literally start applying that to your life. And I think the learning for any Flats2Mountain athlete is that what they accomplish in an event such as a UTCT, they can accomplish in their individual lives. And I think that what hits home is that what they're going through in their communities or in their suburbs or in their townships, right? So what I experience is definitely just this inner sort of motivation that you don't always feel or experience on a daily basis because things are busy and everyone has their own lives to get through. So
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great leveler. You are who you are on that mountain. It doesn't matter where you come from, and I think that can be very, very powerful. We're going to have all of your details online. Hopefully, smaller running organisations, community members, parents, runners, potential runners yourselves will stand up to be counted and make sure that you get onto that list. I wish we had a lot more time. Maybe I'll need to come out and hit a trail with you guys.
Yeah,
I think so. You do.
We can chat out on the trail, but you guys are doing an amazing job. So thank you so much and all the best of luck
Yeah, thank
with the
you.
events as well. Thank you
Thanks very
for
much.
doing this for people who I think, just given the opportunity, will surprise themselves, most importantly. Your past really does not define where and who you are, or certainly where you are going. So support the Flats2Mountains initiative to grow and to nurture up-and-coming trail athletes. They're already showing that they are worth it. And you can follow them on Instagram at Flats2Mountains, and you can lend a helping hand in whatever way possible. We know it's expensive, so even donating shoes, anything, at Flats2Mountains at gmail.com is where you can mail through those questions and show your support.